March got a glow up, and she is now one of the most insanely overpowered yet versatile character. You can play her in two different ways. March's skill allows her to designate one of her allies as the Shifu. The Shifu will get a 10% SPD buff. You can swap your Shifu anytime. When March uses her basic or enhanced basic attack, she will trigger an effect depending on what path your Shifu follows. If your Shifu follows the DPS path, then March will deal an additional instance of damage. If your Shifu follows the support or sustain paths, March will increase the toughness reduction of this basic attack by 100%. March gains 1 point of charge every time the Shifu attacks. On gaining 7 charges, her basic gets enhanced, and she gets a massive damage buff. Since her skill will be locked in this state, you will be forced to consume the 7 charge points and use her enhanced basic attack. Her basic attack deals imaginary damage and gives 1 point of charge. So, using your basic attack will help in charge generation and also give the additional effect from March's skill. Her enhanced basic attack deals 3 hits initially. These 3 hits will deal a total of 240% of March's attack. There is also a 60% fixed chance to deal an extra hit, up to a max of 3 hits. With the enhanced basic attack, you can potentially deal up to 480% attack without considering the effects that are triggered due to March's skill. This enhanced basic attack can be further boosted with the help of her ultimate. Apart from dealing a ton of damage, her ultimate increases the initial hits of her next enhanced basic by 2. It also increases the fixed chance to deal extra hits by 20%. Lastly, her technique will give March charge points whenever her allies use their techniques. Additionally, it provides March with 30 energy when the battle starts. Her technique goes well with her A2 trace, which gives March 25% advance forward. Her A4 trace allows her to reduce the toughness of enemies whose weakness type corresponds to the Shifu's combat type. This trace can help March become an insanely powerful break DPS. Her A6 will provide crit damage and break effect buff to the Shifu when March uses her enhanced basic attack. Other traces will give 24% crit damage, 28% attack, and 12.5% defense. We will be getting all 6 of her Eidolons for free. E1 gives March an SPD buff when Shifu is on the field. With her E2, March launches a follow-up attack and gains 1 charge point when Shifu uses a basic attack or skill. E4 gives March 5 energy at the start of every turn. With E6, March's ultimate will give a 50% crit damage buff to her next enhanced basic attack. When it comes to building March, you have 2 options, crit or break. I will go over the build for both options. If you're going for crit March, then your best options will be Topaz's signature or cruising in a stellar sea. Both light cones provide an increase for crit and attack. 4-star options include swordplay and final victor. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of options when it comes to break effect focus hunt light cones. Boothill's signature is your only option. Alternatively, you can go for light cones that give an SPD boost. Your best relic options for crit March will be Musketeer or Wastelander. Pioneer is also an option. Planar ornaments include Rudolin Arena, Izumo, and Inert Salsado. You'd want crit rate on body, SPD, or attack on boots, damage percent on orb, and attack on rope. For break March, relic options will be Iron Cavalry and Shooting Meteor. Planars will include Talia and Calpagni Lantern. For relic stats, you should have break on rope while the other stats are the same as crit March. This will be your go-to break team. Ruan Mei with weakness break efficiency, Harmony MC with break effect buffs, and Gallagher increasing the break damage that targets receive. This will be your next team. Aventurin and Robin provide shields and buffs respectively. Topaz will be your Shifu helping March with charge generation. If you don't have Topaz, you can replace her with Ratio. Lastly, this will be your free-to-play team with Susang as the Shifu.